Oh, oh, oh. You must forgive me. I've grown quite weary in my old age. Oh, oh. Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom. I'm a fantasy sports addict. Today I'm joining you to give you... I don't know why I'm doing that affectation. Anyways, I was going to give you an update because, well, where the hell have I been? Well, I guess I was on the injured reserve list, the IL list, whatever, the injured list, and the disabled list. Spent the past, I don't know, 8 days or so getting drilled, and filled, having fun, falling down, getting therapy dogs. This is my therapy dog. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a naughty little pet. Nah, that's my oxygen. Because, yeah, turns out I'm dying. I didn't tell you stories. I don't need that. Anywho, yeah, so what's going on? Well, I went to the hospital, and at the hospital, I just thought, I got this weird pain in my side. I don't know what's going on. Better get that taken care of. Let's get it looked at, you know? So I get in there, and they tell me, basically, that I'm facing a catastrophic liver failure event. Which, well, that's great news, okay? But on top of that, I've got pneumonia and basically sepsis. I've got septic poisoning. So my blood's fucked. I've got, like, liquid around my organs called ascites that they've got to get rid of. And, yeah, wasn't fun. It was like basically 7 days of hell. I felt like I was trapped in a prison. And when you're in a hospital like that, I'm not talking about a crazy hospital. I'm talking about like a nice actual hospital in a nice part of town. It sounds like a prison, like you're in a federal prison where there's just people yelling and fighting and carrying on and vomiting and bleeding and screaming. And it was quite a scene. And I've got some, now warning, these pictures may be graphic for some of you who don't want to see graphic imagery. I'm about to give you a few examples of how it went down. It's my right arm. It's from basically a blood draw every 2-3 hours, all the way up the arm. Hands, same scenario. This hand, right here, you know, ugh, not so good. They took out some shit here, and they gave me a couple of CAT scans, and those are nice and paranoia causing. You're like trapped in there, and there's like things moving around, and you know, okay, here's my hospital bracelet. Yeah, now they can check me. But see, the thing is, I don't know why they give you the bracelet and scan it every time, and then every time you talk to the nurse, it's like a call sign, like call and repeat, you know, like flash, bang, you know, like they ask you, like, what's your name? You give them your name. What's your date, birth date, you know, gave them your date of birth. And you know, they want to know a little more. And then you're like, well, I don't get to know that about you. Hey, just look at my fucking bracelet. You think I got lost on the way here? I've been here 7 days. But it's all over. I'm back. I'm back home, as you can see, back on set. Just in time, literally in the nick of time for basketball drafts. And I still think we have a few spots open. We'll have to figure out the draft times. We'll get it squared away. I know we're going to be stepping on J Money's toes Monday night. I think it makes sense for us to overlap as many dynasty drafts as we can because they're really quick. It's just 5 players. So J Money, if you're amenable to that, I think that's what we should do. Now, let's tell some funny stories. I'm going to make this a little funnier. See this? Fall risk. Guess how I earned that? I don't know if I can show you my leg. Some guy really fucking fell down on the job. I pulled a full Tommy boy trying to get out of bed. And literally like broke a chair at a table falling. And like 5 orderlies come rushing into the room. This was like, I don't know, 4 days in. How many days in was that? It was like 4 or 5 days in. Anyways, fall risk decides, they put you in a bed with an alarm, so you can't even get out of bed. That's why it's worse than prison. I just wanted to get up and walk around a little bit, look out the window, get some fresh air, walk down to the cafeteria. No, you're in a bed with an alarm all day, getting like bed sores. I have a bruise on my ass the size of Texas, and I'm not kidding. Like, it's out of control. Now, the first part of this, we all know I drank. That's done now. That has to be because of the alarming news I received. And I always was waiting for that. It's fine. It's okay. I had a good run. Drinking is fun until you do too much of it, and that's okay. But here's a few highlights of my DTs, certain stories people have recounted to me. At one point, I wanted people to be safe and watch out for all the dead cats. And then when they got home to come see me, I wanted to make sure they had burned up and bagged the dead cats. Now, after that, I was wondering where the bags of bodies were. Apparently, I thought a friend of mine had been kidnapped by Kim Jong-un. And I was wondering why they hadn't delivered my supplies. I kept screaming about my supplies. And all these nurses are looking at me like, what is going on with this guy? Okay? I wanted my supplies. To me, this one's pretty good. I wanted to start a jug band, apparently. Or I thought I was in a jug band. I don't know. But I was telling whoever's in the hospital room with me that it's time for us to go on stage. Now, the show is going on. We need to go on stage. The show is starting. Get your jug and let's go. And they're like, what jug? What are you talking about? Jug band. I was talking about plastic urinals. They were clean. They were clean. But so I proceeded to open mine up and start trying to whoop, 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 whoop. And yeah. Now, the best story I have about the DTs, or just my hallucinating, because they combined whatever was going on with a lot of powerful medication, like medication I should never be on, because this happened when I was in the hospital for my heart surgery. I would get really weird on Valium. I would get really weird on all these drugs, right? I thought there was a leprechaun standing over my bed one night. And I'm not kidding. I thought there was a little red-haired lady, and she was wearing a green shirt, and she spoke in a brogue. She had the English accent or the Irish accent. She might as well have been cutting an Irish Spring soap bar. She's like, "Would you like to make a donation?" I'm like, "Make a donation? Who the fuck are you? I don't even know who the fuck you are." I was like freaking out. I was like, "Lady, it's the middle of the night. Like, I don't want to make a donation. I've given." It's like, "Look how much blood I've already given." She's like, "Are you refusing to give your blood draw?" I was like, "Hell yes, I am. I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't see any credentials." And basically, she reminded me, "Sir, it's not the middle of the night. It's 11 p.m. I was like, "Well, for the love of Christ, let me sleep. Come back later, leprechaun." And she was very mean. That lady was not happy. I think she was actually a nurse, and it was her job. She was a phlebotomist. I think it was her job to actually collect blood. So by the time I finally submitted, and gave in to the leprechaun. And I asked all the nurses afterward. I was like, "Did you guys see a leprechaun last night?" So she was the worst blood draw of all. Let me show you this. This huge hole right here, that's her. Like, I don't know if you can see it or if it's focusing properly. It is a huge, deep gash. She, like, took the needle and just went and, like, you know, did her thing and then ties it off. They put, like, tape and a cotton ball. Next thing I know, there's just blood everywhere. It's, like, all over the sheets, bleeding up my arm. I mean, that was one angry fucking leprechaun. Let me tell you this. And I hope I never see some leprechaun standing over my bed again while I'm hallucinating, because that was some scary shit. I mean, it was truly terrifying. Let me say one thing about the medical profession. They know a lot. They work hard to learn a lot. And I trust a lot of them. But there's some things they don't have, and that's called life experience. This oxygen tank I have, totally pointless. I've always had low O2 counts because of my heart condition, because of the fact that my chest is caved in. I don't puff out. I have all this rib damage. It's hard for me to take a deep breath. And so they're like, your oxygen is so low, and what are we going to do? And you're going to die. And I'm like, no, that's about normal. I feel fine. But they're telling me it needed to be so much higher. And I was like, really? That wasn't what I came in for. Oh, there was the other exciting experience of a 3.5-hour nosebleed. And I couldn't find, like, this one bitch nurse. She's like, you don't need your nose packed. I was like, get on the fucking horn and dial up an ENT. I need an ear, nose, and throat technician. Get on the fucking horn. There's got to be one in this fucking building somewhere. Get on the horn. And, like, I was, like, literally ready to wheel myself down to the fucking ER. She's like, well, you've already been admitted. I'm like, readmit me. I need to get a rocket in my nose. It finally went away. So now I'm a little nervous that it's going to come back. But that's my update. I'm back. I'm alive. It's tough to kill me. I've got a list of meds like 40 miles long. And slowly they'll all come down. But yeah, looks like drinking and drafting is over for me. I'll be sipping tea. Call me Kermit sipping tea from now on. I'm sipping tea while I draft. But thank you for your patience. We got basketball. I have good news. There's a little bit of good news. Ryan, good friend Ryan, is joining our dynasties leagues. He's gonna be in the dynasties. So you'll see Ryan possibly on the site making trades or talking, which is good. One small step towards peace. You know, I think this is a nice thing. I look forward to kicking his ass, or vice versa. Yeah, so thanks for your patience. Sorry I was gone so long. Next time I'll try not to die. I mean, literally, I was laying in bed for weeks prior to this, not knowing why I felt so bad. You know, I just had like no energy, just so fatigued. Well, now we know. I was dying. I had septic blood and all these problems, and now I got a whole bunch of medication. It's going to fix it, hopefully, and see where we go from there. Woo! Anyways, now that we're back, we're ready for basketball. And somebody say, draft! Fantasy gods, please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineup. Courage to add drop aggressively. And the wisdom, as always, to scream the fuck at leprechauns, because they're fucking scary in the middle of the night. I mean, I literally like when she was like calling him, I was like, it was terrifying. I was freaked out because it's some ginger chick with like a green shirt and like holding a bat. I swear to God, holding a wooden basket, like a wicker basket, asking for blood donations. She's like, sir, this isn't a blood donation. This is your blood draw. I was like, no, I'm not. I don't trust you. I don't know who you are. So don't give blood to leprechauns, okay? It's not funny. All right, our website's fantasysportsaddictsanonymous.com. And actually, no, it's just fantasysportsaddicts.com. Squeeze me. I'm a little out of it still. I literally didn't get any sleep. I got like 3 hours of sleep per day for maybe 7 or 8 days. Awful. Just awful. So I look forward to a nice night of sleep and some good drafting. And we'll be just fine. So thank you for your patience. Addicts, I love you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for finally making me go to the hospital. James, I don't know if this is going to work. I was going to try to let it grow and let it flow. Maybe just to let it grow, let it flow, goatee. I don't know. We'll see. Got to contact the Sultan. Anyways, guys, take it easy. And J Money, thank you for holding down the fort. And Bronson, thank you for holding down the fort in basketball. Appreciate it. Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Let's watch some football tomorrow. Sunday fun day. Wait, am I still? Yeah. I might be taking a knee for taking a knee. I don't know. Fuck it. But I do got this. All ready for my sun season. So is my grandma. Woo! All right. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you next time. Oh, yeah. We're on Twitter at letter F, letter S, word double, letter A, FSAA. We're at that. All right. Bye.